Hello and welcome to my channel, The Grape Jelly Library, where we love to talk about books. My name is Flo. Thank you for joining me. I always look forward to your visit. Today we are going to do something very fun. I think every day I try to do something fun, and I think this is fun. I hope you will think it's fun too. But first, let me just address one small little Alan over at Big Hard Books. I am in a buddy read with him. We are going to be reading A Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole, and he had got a message to me asking if I had started this yet. This is one of my January reads. My response was, no, I have not yet gotten to it yet. I have a plan. I am finishing up Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It's not a tongue twister, but I guess at the moment I found it to be. Anyways, that's what I am going to finish up tonight, and then tomorrow evening, Saturday, January 7th, I am going to pick this up. I have heard nothing but good things about this, so I certainly am glad that I did pick this up that one day along my travels. All right, so I go to the fitness studio all week long, and I go to work all week long, and I grocery shop, and I clean, and I pay some bills, and I do some errands, and I do all the things. So on Friday night, I like to do nothing. When I get out of work, I don't want to do anything but come home and unwind. Open up a book, pour a little wine in a plastic cup, because I'm not fancy like that, and get my read on. And I'm going to do that in just a few, but first I thought it would be fun to do it's not a tag, but it is something revealing about me. So yeah, I can say we're going to spill some tea in the library today, and I am going to reveal 25 bookish facts about me. If there is anything bookish about you and you would like to do this, I would love to learn more about you. And also, if you just want to share one bookish thing about yourself, put it in the comments below. I would love to know what that is. So, let's get right into this. I had to write it down because it's quite a bit to, to remember. So these were preconceived notions. I couldn't just, I'm not that good to think up 25 bookish things about myself on the fly. All right, so number one, the first bookish thing is I won't check out a library book. I realize the significance of a library, and I love a library, and I have a library card, and I have always had a library card, and I will always have a library card. But I'm not going to check out a free library book because my mind tells me that I must possess the book. My bookish mind tells me I need it on my shelf. And if it weren't for that reason, then absolutely. But one thing my library has is a bookshelf of reduced books throughout the year, and I do like to go in there and take advantage of that. But as far as getting a bunch of free library reads, it's just not my style, because I love books so much that I actually need to possess them. It's crazy, I know. Number two, I probably think about books at least 10 times or more each and every day. Number three, I love a good hardcover. They're my fave. Number four, I will buy a book knowing I am never going to read it. And by that, I mean, if I did the Audible version of a book, and I loved it so much, then I will, go on eBay and I will order the book and put it on my shelf, knowing I'm never going to touch it again. Just because I have to have it. It's, I do. I love it that much, and just to look at it brings me happiness. I don't need to crack it open again and read it. The fond memories are enough, but if I love a book enough, yes, then I will buy it. Okay, 5. Once upon a time, I thought it was sacrilege to spend good hard money on a book. I had a hard time parting with $30 or $16 on a book, knowing that I was going to read it, and then after I read it, and then what? Then I have nothing to show for that money. Versus if I spent that money on a tchotchke, then, I could dust it and revel in its beauty. But a book, I've read it, I've had that experience, and now what? I do not think that way anymore. I have, oh God, I have definitely outgrown that way of thinking. Number 6. I will buy a book strictly based on its cover. Sometimes I don't even care what the story is about, but that cover is so magnificent. That's the selling point, and it's coming home with me. Number 7, if someone recommends a book to me, I cannot get it in my clutches fast enough. I have literally stopped mid-decorating a Christmas tree to run to the bookstore to get a few book recommendations. If I am working and I am listening to a fellow booktuber and they are speaking of certain books, then I will pause it and I will go to eBay and I will order it, or Barnes & Noble or what have you, and I will order it. Then I will come back to the video and I will continue on, keep it on. Yeah. Number 8, oh, this is a funny one. I often proclaim to only those around me because I'm a little bit private, and I'm a lot bit silly, but like a cartoon, a super villain, I let those closest to me, and now I'm letting you, my book friends, know that I often proclaim to one day I will have read so many books that I will now be able to rule the entire tri-state area. Oh, number 9. Sometimes you can't even force me to spend $2 on a book. I'm not parting with the $2 on a book. No, I'm just not in the mood. No. Number 10. Sometimes you cannot stop me from laying down serious money, like $300 on a book haul. Sometimes take my money. Number 11. My favorite genre of books is nonfiction, specifically autobiographies. I love the story of your life. Number 12, I like to photograph my books and pair them with a floral arrangement with a doily of some sort and a matching song. I have a great love of music, and I have a vast knowledge of music in this noggin, and I see a book and I vision a flower, and I know exactly the song that would pair it. It's kind of like pairing wine with your dinner. I like to pair a song with a book. Number 13, yeah, BookTube is the best hobby I have ever had, hands down. Love, love, love BookTube. Number 14, when it comes to DNFing a book, I'm no quitter. Very, very rarely will I DNF a book. Number 15. Oh, yes, I have a love-hate relationship with Kindles and Nooks and that sort of thing. My love lies in a physical book, but I love electronics too, and I love trendy things. So I love the Nooks and the Kindles and such, but my love for the physical book is greater. So the nosy part, or the inquisitive part of me, likes to have the Kindle or the Nook, but the part that is being true to myself wants the actual physical book. I carry a book with me everywhere I go. Oftentimes I find myself just lugging books around, knowing I'm not going to get to them. Who am I kidding? I'm going to carry these stacks of books with me. I'm making more work for myself. I am stressing myself out because I am just romanticizing a free moment where I'm able to crack a book open. But my days get so busy, I know that all I am doing is lugging them around with me, on top of anything else that I lug, like grocery bags or a pocketbook or whatever. It's just more baggage to handle, but yet I can't not have a book with me. 17, I write my name in every single book that I own. I write my name, F. Harrison, and I write the purchase date, the date I began reading it, and the date I finished reading it. Every single book that I own. 18, I would love to write a book about the story of my childhood. I have had the best childhood with the best friends ever, ever. The richest person in the world who had the best life in the world has not had a better childhood than me. I have had the best, and it needs to be told. I just need to find the time to sit down and pen that sucker. 19, I don't like lending my books out. When somebody says, "Oh, can I borrow that?" I say, "Yeah, sure." But inside I am cringing, and I am like, my mind is going a mile a minute. Am I ever going to get this book back? Are they going to spill something on it? Are they going to dog ear pages? How am I going to get this book back? I don't really want to go buy another copy of it, because I would like the authentic version that was originally mine. And I don't really want to harass anybody and say, "Hey, can I have my book back? Hey, can I have my book back? Hey, can I have my book back?" I don't want to be that person. But I always will lend a book out, but I don't like to do that. Does that make me a stinker? I don't know. I don't know. But if it does, then that's when I am. I will own up to it because I don't like to lend my books out. I have books in every single room of my house. Every room of my house has a book in it. 21. Oh, I have lost many, many, many a book to that summertime dunk tank that I call a swimming pool. Beautiful summer day. All my chores are done. Don't have to go to work. Let's pour a glass of wine. Let's get the book that I'm reading. Let's get in the pool. Let's get on a raft. Let's maneuver towards the ladder or the side rim of the pool and try to fetch by reaching, extending my reach, and keeping my balance. And then that book always ends up under. Always. But I never learned my lesson. I will still always take a book. And let me tell you, if you dunk a book in the pool, you have seconds before it is demolished. It becomes history in no time flat. I don't recommend my method, but I'm never going to learn from my, never. All right. 22. I have been on this earth for 51 years, but I have only been reading for 21 of those. 23. Sometimes I cannot get enough of books. Cannot get enough of them. Eat, sleep, and think books. 24. Sometimes I am so tired of books, I can't even muster up the energy to pick one up. And 25. Books are my madness. Until my next video, friends, be well, be good, and be reading.